Hello students. In our last lecture, I gave you a little bit introduction regarding the components of a geometry box. For example, compass, ruler, scale, protractor. In today's lecture, we will start exercise 14.1 and simplify its question number 1, which states draw a line segment xy equals to 7 centimeter. Take a point A outside xy, draw a line parallel to xy and passing through A, find the distance between the parallel lines. So in the first part of the question, we have to draw a line whose length is 7 centimeter. That means the very first step of construction will be to draw a line segment xy whose length is equal to 7 centimeters. So this is what you will do. You will take a sharp pencil and you will also take a ruler, and using that ruler you will draw a line segment of length exactly equal to 7 centimeter. So let me draw it. So here I have drawn a line segment of length 7 centimeter. Here it is 7 centimeter and it is labeled as X, Y. This is what you will do. Using your ruler, you will draw a line segment XY whose length is exactly equal to 7 centimeter. Now let's again move on to the question. The question states, take a point A outside XY. So our second step will be take a point A outside XY. Now outside, it means you are not bounded. You can take above the line, you can take below the line, to the right of the line, to the left of the line. Anywhere outside the line you can take a point. So let's take a point A outside the line. Here it is. I have chosen a point A outside the line. Now let's move on to the next part of the question. It says draw a line parallel to XY and passing through A. Now this is actually the core of our question. This is the most important part of our question. And the question is that we have to draw a line. That line should be parallel to XY and that should also pass through point A. We can draw several lines like this which will be parallel to the line XY. These are several lines parallel to XY. But out of these lines, we have to draw only one specific line. And which line is that? The line which passes through point A. This line which passes through point A, we have to draw only this line. So this is our main part of the question. We have to draw a line that is parallel to XY and it also should pass through A. So how are we going to do that? I have written that down in these steps over here. So our main question starts from steps of construction number 3rd. Let's start it from here. The step is that join AX. So first of all, you are going to join the line AX. So here I have done this. I have joined the line AX. Next step is, after joining the line AX, next step is with X as center and any suitable radius. First, let's understand with X as center, what does this mean? You know, when you have a compass, it has two parts. One part is the needle one and other is where you attach the pencil. The needle part is actually the portion which is placed on the center. So if I write it down that with X as center, I mean to say that you have to keep that needle part of the compass on point X. Remember this. When I say with X as my center, it means you have to take your compass, place that needle portion on X. Then what do I have to do? Add any suitable radius. That is, you have to expand your compass. Now how much? I have written here suitable, that is as much as you want. Keep it just, it shouldn't be too little, it shouldn't be too large. just a suitable radius, expand it, and then what I have to do, then draw an arc. So that means you have to keep your needle portion of the compass on X and then draw an arc. Let's see how it can be done. Yes, I have done this. So I took my compass, kept its needle on X, and then using the pencil, I have drawn the arc. And what is happening here? It is intersecting the line AX at P. So this is our line AX, and the arc intersected this at P, and the line XY is intersected by this arc at Q. So you can see that this is line XY and here is our Q. So it is intersected over here. So we can say that this arc intersects AX at P and XY at Q. Now moving on to the next step. Next up is with A as center. Again, what do you understand by with A as center? When I say with A as center, I mean to say you have to take your compass. The needle portion of the compass should be placed on A. Then it should be extended. Now the question is, how much can we extend it? Is it again that any suitable radius I can keep in there? As much I want to expand, I can expand it? No. Now you are restricted. I said here with A as center and same radius. That means the radius that you choose in previous step, you cannot change it now. You have to keep the radius same. So I have written over here same radius as in previous step. So you will take your compass and you will keep its radius exactly same as in previous step. That means you cannot change the radius now. You have to keep it unchanged. Now place your needle on A. It is over here. Place your needle on A and then draw an arc. Let's see how it can be done. This is how it is done. You kept your needle portion of the compass on A and then draw an arc. You can see how arc looks like there. Now this arc intersects line AX at point R. I have seen over here. It is R over here. Yes, you got it. So this arc intersected line AX at R. So this step is done. Now let's move on to the next step. Next step says with R as center. Now what does this line mean? R as center. It means I have to keep the needle of my compass on point R, which is over here. So you will keep the needle of your compass on point R. Then what next? And radius equal to PQ. Now radius changes. You have to change your radius. You have to make it equal to something. And what is that something? That something is the distance between PQ. Remember, this is the distance between PQ, this much. Let me draw with the other color. This is the distance between PQ. So what you will do is, you will take your compass. The needle portion of the compass will be placed upon Q, and the pencil portion of the compass will be placed upon P. I will repeat it. The needle portion of the compass will be placed on Q and the pencil portion of the compass will be placed on P. When you do this, you will have a distance of PQ in your compass. That means the radius in your compass is now exactly equal to PQ. And what we have to do now? And radius equal to PQ, draw another arc which intersects the arc in previous step at S. So with R as your center, so this R you have to take as your center, and radius you have to take equal to PQ, this much distance PQ. Now you draw an arc. Let's see how it can be done, how that arc can be drawn. This is. So I have taken R as my center and radius equal to PQ, and then I have drawn an arc, and this arc has intersected at point S. This is point S. It is intersected over here. Then up to this point, Okay, now moving on. What we have to do is next is join AS. So this is A and this is S. We have to join these two points A and S. We have to join them. So it is like this. A and S is joined. Then produce on both sides. That means this joint should be produced on this side as well as this joint should be produced on this side. So that means AS is first joined, point A, point S, they are joined and then they are produced on both sides. Let's see how this can be done. Yes, this is how we joined AS and produced on both sides. And what do we call it? We call this line as UV. Join AS, produce on both sides and call the line as UV. So it is U and it is V over here. We call this line as UV. Now, if you look at UV, you will see that it is exactly parallel to the line XY. So out of infinitely many lines that are parallel to XY, this is one such line which is parallel to XY. And what is special about it? The special thing about it is that it passes through point A as was required by the question. Thus, UV is parallel to XY and it passes through point A. This is what we had to construct. Now there is another part of the question and that part says find the distance between the parallel lines. That means you have to measure this distance from here to here, the distance between the parallel lines. So this is the one line and so this is another line. This distance you have to measure. How much is this distance? Since different students will use different radii, therefore the distance between the two parallel lines will be different. So it is your homework. You have to measure this distance. How much is a distance in between the two lines? Hopefully you understood it. Thank you.